Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce that Smooth Sack Summer is officially upon us. When you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're groomed from pubes to bum. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make this season your smoothest yet. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys downstairs cool while looking hot. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use code THPN. The Manscaped Performance 5.0 Ultra is everything you need to prepare that summer bod. Inside this package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0. Their 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little bit off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. So remember, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code THPN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code THPN at manscaped.com. It's Smooth Sack Summer, boys. Get on board or get left behind.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Tales with TR. I'm your host, Terry Ryan Jr. Today I'm going to get right into it. Told you guys I have this story to tell you. This is episode, by the way, 212A, 212B. We got Curtis Gabriel, not long removed from the National Hockey League. A real interesting guy with an interesting story. I'm looking forward to it. Right now, I just finished the Jason Greger Show, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Sports 1440 Edmonton, and I want to get out to see a movie. What's the name of it again? A Quiet Place, Part 1. I don't know anything about it. It's playing in about a half hour, so I'm going to tell you a story. I just need to go to the theater once in a while. It gives me peace of fucking mind. Why did I have to give an F-bomb there? Such a crude individual. Okay, here we go. Puff of weed. Because I met a guy. No, I don't mean I met a guy. I met a guy. No, I mean I met a dude, okay? I met a dude. So last week I told you guys I was going out to Gander, Newfoundland to my daughter's Atlantic Championship. They didn't win. It went all right. Congrats, girls, for doing us proud. Wearing that Newfoundland jersey proud. On the way out, though, I'm driving, and they left on a bus, so I didn't drive out with my daughter. I left it around the same time. I believe I was ahead of the bus by a little bit. So I had time on my hands. But I'm driving, meaning I wasn't in a rush, and I don't normally speed. If I'm on the highway, it's 100 kilometers max. I might go 115 at most. Just like if I'm in a rush, I'll go 115. I don't usually get pulled over at that speed, and it's bending the rules a little bit. I go a little bit over. Maybe I average 105 to 110. I don't know. I'm just not the kind of guy when I get on the highway, I'm in a huge rush. But this car ahead of me is going pretty slow. So if you're in Newfoundland and you've made the drive, I'm going St. John's to Gander, okay? So it's probably just beyond Whitburn, I believe. There's like an up-down. There's an incline-decline again. Pretty straight on. Pretty wide open that you can pass somebody if you need to. I mean, there's a lot of places you can pass, but these are pretty big areas to do so. So anyway, but I'm coming up, and my side of the highway only has 1 lane. The other side has 2. So people coming towards St. John's are like keep red except the pass kind of thing, and I'm going. So I'm going along. I don't have a problem to this point. Now this dude's going pretty slow. He wasn't. He's been on my radar since like maybe 20 minutes outside of St. John's. Like I'm passing him, and then I'm realizing I don't really pay attention to who's passing me. But then I realize it must be him because I keep coming up behind him. So anyway, now we're on this place that it's starting to get annoying now because he's going down to like 85, 90, and I'm going, Okay, now we're going well below the speed limit, which is almost dangerous, but it's annoying as fuck. So I'm like, okay, the next time it opens up, I'm going around him. So that's what happened. Now I've got time and space to do this. Okay. He's actually in a truck. He's in a truck. It's one of those, like, it looks like it's got weight because it's got the top on the back of the cab. You know what I mean? And it's got a bunch of shit in it, but he can haul ass. He's just deciding not to. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I got a Jeep. I go to get around him. Again, it's single my way. I can't. He fucking speeds up. Now I look and I'm running out of room. And now I look around the corner, there's a fucking transport truck. Fuck this. So I fucking slam on my brakes, go behind him, blow the fucking horn. What the fuck, man? So anyway, now I'm behind him. I can't get a chance again. And it starts to get foggy around that area a lot. I mean, it's foggy in Newfoundland a lot. But there's a spot where the Avalon Peninsula, if you look at the map, it's like the North Coast and South Coast come within like 2 miles or kilometers of each other or something. And there's always, so I'm at this point around that. And anyway, it's really foggy. So I can't really get around him. And I tried. There's another spot. Now I get 2 lanes coming up and it says keep right except the pass, of course. So like this guy's in the right lane and I'm going out around him. But it's foggy and like really foggy. And the other way, same thing. They've got 1 lane. So I'm kind of nervous about that anyway. I don't like highway driving in the fog. I do it, I'm fine, but there's moose around and stuff, so I don't really want to be going slow or fast. But this guy in front of me is slowing down to a fucking snail's pace. He's going 70 sometimes, so I'm trying to go around him. Now I do it again, I speed up. He fucking throws on, I'm getting it up. He gets it right up, like the 120. Fuck, bam, what the fuck? I pull back again. Now, fog fucking breaks. Maybe 10 minutes outside of Clarenville, I fucking pull around him for good. Fuck you, leave him in the dust. Now, I pull into Clarenville because I need gas. I should have just gotten it out, coming out of St. John's so I didn't have to stop, but I didn't. I got to pull in there. I need gas. So I pull in, get the gas, go in. And this particular, there's Irving, for those that don't know, is it's a gas station over here. It's company, I guess, but this particular is the Irving gas station that I'm stopping into, and a few of them on the island have restaurants. Not all of them, just a few of them. There's one in the middle of Newfoundland, or in the middle of my drive that day in Clarenville, and I like the turkey soup, man. So I stop in, I say, screw it, I'm going to have a little bit of turkey soup in Irving. So I go in. I hate sitting with my back to the door. If you want to know, it's because how Wild Bill Hickok died. He was holding a poker hand of aces and eights. If you ever see anybody with that tattoo, aces over eights, it's called Dead Man's Hand, a bit of side trivia. That's why when I went to Rapid City last year, I sat in his chair that he died in, and it was a wild thing. Because my dad used to read me those stories as a kid. Like bedtime stories for me was Wild Bill Hickok getting shot in the back. I told him it scared me, and I don't think he realized it, but I thought he thought I was kidding. Anyway, I don't like sitting with my back to the door. I don't really think I'm going to get shot. It's just like call it OCD or some shit, superstition, but I've done it so often over the years because when I was a kid, I was scared. Anyway, so I go in the back corner now, and I've got my face to the door, obviously, and the girl's serving me, and I have some soup. Anyway, he comes trotting down, and he's got his family there. And this guy is like, I'm guessing his family, maybe not. It was 2 older kids that were probably in high school, a woman that was around his age. The kids probably were, they were big kids. Yeah, they definitely weren't in high school. At first, he would appear older than me, but I think he was a bit younger, to be honest. He just carried himself poorly. Just the other clues say so. And I don't think I look great or anything by any means. If you didn't know it that day, I mean, I got no tooth in my head. I fucking dressed like a slob. I'm driving. I probably looked worse than he did. I'm just saying this guy, okay, he had like stains on his jogging pants. He sat down across from me. I mean, he cornered me, but he put in a smoke like right away. Like he walked around the corner, he put in a smoke, but he didn't light it up, but he was just talking with it in. He like felt comfortable with a smoke in. He had a big gut coming out, and like his golf shirt or type shirt, his collared shirt was too small. So like his gut was coming out. You could see the skin of his gut. Like it was real, real big. I don't know if I could use the word fat still, I would use the word fat right here. He was, you could tell. So he just handled himself poorly. But like, the truck he was driving looked like expensive up to, he was a slob, trust me, but he wasn't hurting for money or anything. So he just sat there and he said something. I said, "What the fuck were you doing, man?" I said, "Well, he said, I wasn't going to let Ted Hitchcock pass me." I said, "Why?" And he goes, "I realized you were Ted Hitchcock early in the drive-by." I said, "Okay." And this is funny now because like I'm talking to Ted Hitchcock. Life is inverted here. And I'm going, dude, like there was a fucking transport truck coming. He goes, "I knew you weren't going to let that hit it." You talk like that, like real Bay. This guy was from like when I do Ted Hitchcock, I'm doing a townie, they call it in Newfoundland. And there's different dialects from all over. I can't place this one. Like it was like a lot of people, when you get to a certain point in Newfoundland, a lot of Bays, and they'll say, "Go gettin'." Go get him is go gettin'. Like Getin. Gettin'. Go gettin'. Which means go get him. So like he was saying, when he said the word him, it was like that. Like, you know what I mean? It was, I'm not knocking it. A lot of people in Harbor Grace say that, where I used to play hockey. I'm not saying it's like lack of intellect. I'm just saying it's hard for me to pick up on where he's from and what he's saying, because he proceeds to tell me. After I say, and I go, "What the fuck?" I go, "What about the second time?" He goes, "Same thing, but Ted Hitchcock wasn't going to get around me." I'm like, "It's foggy, man. It was fucking dangerous, for fuck's sakes." I was pissed. Anyway, this guy was so persistent and so ignorantly like naive that there was a likable quality. He was like a likable fucking dickhead, So I keep listening, and he goes on and he's telling me it's hard for me to understand. And again, I usually can place a Newfoundland accent. This one I can't quite place, and I can't even reproduce what he was. There was a drawl like this, like and he had a lisp, like a little bit of a lisp like this, and there was a drawl, and go getting, and it was like that. Like he, on top of the Newfoundland accent, he had a unique, everybody got some friend that speaks really uniquely, like Christopher Walken there. Outside of Christopher Walken, the famous actor, for those of you who don't know, outside of wherever Gilbert Gottfried's another one. Wherever these people are from, I don't know where Christopher Walken is from. I'm guessing the American South. But he has his own dialect on top of his accent. He has his own style. This guy has his own style. I wish I could like record him, and like I said, I did folklore. I would make him the subject of an interview. I'd want to go and like talk to this guy because he was so unique that I can't tell where his accent. But I sure as fuck know it wasn't from St. John's or anywhere in and around where I'm from. Okay.
Bet the action on the ice with DraftKings Sportsbook. With DraftKings, you can bet on any game you want. Whether you want to bet the puck line or the over-under, DraftKings has something for everybody. And if you want, you can throw down on your favorite player as an anytime goal scorer. Or if you're looking for a long-term bet, maybe you want to predict the Stanley Cup champion. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code THPN. New customers get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on hockey. That's promo code THPN, as in the Hockey Podcast Network, only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/ice for eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gambling resources. Copyright NHL 2024, all rights reserved.
But anyway, they were asking me about hockey right away, the kids, and they were into their phones. They weren't saying much. The one kid asked me something about the playoffs, and he was an Oilers fan, clearly. Whether he was wearing, the one kid was wearing Oilers stuff. The woman didn't see too much into it, and the other kid didn't really say boo. Anyway, so again, they don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of in a rush because I want to get out there when Penny Lane does. And I know I'm not too far ahead of the bus. I haven't been paying attention. It probably passed me at this point. And anyway, I don't need to explain. I want to go. So I go to get up and they just keep asking me. So the guy asked me, about the Oilers, and I tell him. But then this guy won't let up. Okay, so his name, he calls himself Cormac or McCormick. I couldn't tell. It's McCormick or Cormac. And I know that, and he proceeds to tell me how he played for the Oshawa Generals. I can make that much out. And I'm going, okay, if this guy's a little bit younger than me, even a little bit older, but I would know. I would know who played for the Oshawa Generals around that time. I really would. There just wasn't many people playing away, and you would all come through St. John's at some point, whether it was a training or whatever, there was something. Michael Ryder comes from Bonavista, but at some point I was going to find out who Michael Ryder was. He went to Montreal, though. So you might say, oh, you met him in camp. Yeah, but I knew who he was when he went to Hull. No, I knew he was playing AAA here. You know the best players around, right? I know who they are. Even now, there's way, way more of them. I still know who they are. I go out and skate with the boys Tuesdays and Thursdays in the summer. It's anybody who's back skates in it. And I don't want to list everybody off, but you just tend to know who people are. Even people from the West Coast that aren't from St. John's. At some point, they come in and they train, and there's a bunch of skates now. It used to be one. There's so many people doing it. There's a bunch of skates. And if you told me any one of their names, I would have heard of it. Right? Most kids in Bantam, just because either I see them coming up in Wally Bray's hockey school, or I keep in touch with local hockey and look at stats in the paper and everything else, and I try to pay attention. And I'm going, this is weird. This guy's telling me about being the OHL with Oshawa, and I've never heard of him in my life. And the way he's speaking, I'm like, you went to camp like that, speaking like this, and with those manners, and you're really big. This guy was really, really big. So I'm going, at some point you were small. That's 20 years of big. You know what I mean? And he just kept talking with this smoke in. He had the smoke in. And he didn't light it or anything, but he spoke. How long we were there? 15 or 20 minutes, and he had it in. Now, I get up to leave. I say, fine, I got to get out of there. They're boxing me in, all of them. And I go, I got to get going. I go, if nothing else, man, it's been a slice. And I laughed. And I just said it because there was people that had a slice of pizza on the way, whatever they were eating. It was a slice. It looked like actually a piece of pie, but whatever, the people next to me. I said, whatever, it's been a slice. I just blurted that out, and I go to leave, and he just follows me. So Cormac or McCormick, where the fuck his name was, who's telling me lies about playing in the fucking OHL. But they're entertaining lies. But he must have gone to and seen the room or something, or his parents, maybe, Newfoundlanders live in Ontario for bits. Some of them move for periods of time. Some of them stay, whatever. But I don't know. This guy really did seem to know the inside of it. For someone that was so out of whack, not stupid, but naive for sure, ignorant, yes. And he knew a lot about the Oshawa Generals. Either he knew somebody there, but he was lying to me for sure. He did not play. He told me, he was telling me these stories, and then he mentioned playoffs. So I was like, maybe he's wrong and he just went to camp or something. I don't know. But It's the weirdest conversation I've had from a guy that nearly fucking killed me in the first place. But I swear to you, I go over and he says, he hauls out his fucking teeth and he goes, now listen, young fella. And I'm going, what? And he said, I know it's the show you're on. And he said, you know what? I can do better than any of ye. That's what he said. I can do better than any of ye. So I guess he meant like skating or acting, or I don't know. Like, I suppose acting, he can do better than any of us. Again, he didn't know much about St. John's. And if he did any acting whatsoever, I would think it would be in and around, you know, you and I both know that he didn't see a fucking stage in his life or a camera. But anyway, he's so confident. So he said, I can do better than any of ye. And he took out his teeth and showed me. In other words, like, my teeth are gone too. I'm on Shoresy. And he went, I'm missing both of them. In other words, like, my 2 out trumps your 1. Right? Tell Jarrett to fucking call me. So he says it. He goes over to the fucking cashier. He grabs a Post-it note, a yellow goddamn Post-it note. He fucking writes his number. Okay? He fucking, I think he got the pen and he comes over towards me. I think he's going to at some point ask for my autograph or something. After all, he tried to run me off the road because I'm Ted Hitchcock. And he fucking puts the Post-it note down with his number already on there. And he doesn't just put his name. He signs it. It's completely not legible. I have no idea what he signed. He signs it, picks it up, and fucking punches me. He punches me in the shoulder and, you know, sticks it. He got his thumb and he sticks it to my shoulder in a punching motion. Boom. Winks and says, see you later, young fella. And he walks out the fucking door. And I'm looking down. My shoulder, like, he fucking hit me. It was a punch. Again, I'm like, this guy just fucking nearly ran me off the road, and now he punched me. And I'm looking down, and it says his number and some fucking squiggly line bullshit that he said was his autograph. And I come out. I can't believe what I just saw. And now his fucking family was already in the car. They went out the other door. If you're in that Irving, you know what I'm talking about. There's 2 doors. They were parked right outside the first one. He chased me to the fucking cashier. Like I said, I went out. He got in. And I love his family were in there. And this was, like I said, like, it was a fairly new rig. Toys in the back, I don't know, kayaks, whatever the fuck it was. And he fucking lights up, drives away, lights up, and winks. And I'm going, that's great. Like, he just stopped for at least a half hour, and he waits till his family's in the car, and that's when he chooses to light the fucking smoke up that he's been fucking mumbling on for the last fucking 25 minutes. Just wild. So I don't know what to say, man. The fucker nearly ran me off the road, but there's something I respect about Cormac or McCormick or whatever the fuck your name is. I looked up the last name too. Anyway, I'm not gonna get to that. It's the story of Cormac or McCormick. And I told you that I did mention to him, I said, I'm going to mention you on my podcast. I hope you listen to this, buddy. And if you do, send me a note. Where the fuck are you from? Okay? Send me it on Twitter. You're probably not on there. You know what? McCormack, just find a way. I can't give my number or my fucking email out on here. It'll be easy enough to find it. Just figure out a way, buddy. Facebook. You're the kind of guy, I bet you any fucking money you're on Facebook. Look me up on there. So yeah, you're definitely on Facebook. Yes, you are. Okay. Cormy, send me a fucking note. You know what? And even though you don't want it, I'll send you a signed picture from Shoresy or some shit. I don't know. You're an entertaining dude. It was nice meeting you, but don't do that anymore, you ignorant fuck. Don't try to meet people by running them off the road or anything else dangerous, pushing them off a cliff, poisoning them, whatever it might be. Maybe stay away from that, Cormy? Anyway, nice meeting you, cat. Okay. If you're downtown St. John's, folks, and you want a bite to eat, check out Blue on Water and Loose Tie. If you want something to drink, try Trinity Pub, TJ's Pub, Rob Roy Confusion, Martini Bar, Greensleeves Pub, or of course the Bull and fucking Barrel. If you want something to eat on Elizabeth Avenue in the East End, they also do catering. Check it out, Wedgwood Cafe. You want to change your life, start working out, strength and balance for the body and mind, power conditioning on Rope Walk Lane. If you want to go to Mr. Lube, 2 locations here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, of course. One's on Torbay Road, one's on Kenmount Road. Live, laugh, lube. Pitbull Pain Relief paint sticks that just don't quit. Go to pitbullpainrelief.com, see what all the fuss is about. Of course, True Hockey, take what's yours. Folks, I'll be back tomorrow with Curtis Gabriel. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys on the rebound.